child to school day breakfast. Thank you so much for joining us. Whether you be the dad, the granddad, the uncle, the godfather, or someone who's playing a very important role in the child's life, that's what matters. That you're impacting that child and that you're supporting them and you're making a difference. And so I want to celebrate you today, and I want you to feel that you're very appreciated. We welcome you here. We do have some guests that are going to be joining us. We already have the Honorable Mayor Richard Thomas that's going to say a few words, and then I'm going to ask that you come get your breakfast, and as you're eating, the other guests will speak with you also. We just want to encourage you that no matter what, just continue to be a part of your child's life. All it takes is this right here, just showing up. That's all it is. And it makes such a difference. So you don't know how excited your children were when they came into school this morning to let us know that someone was coming for them. It means so much to them. And it means so much to me. Okay, so thank you. As the building principal, I care about all of these kids. I get to know all of these kids. I make it my business to learn their names so that they know when they walk in my building. I'm glad you're here. I know who you are. When you go home, I hope you're going to be okay. When you come back, welcome back. Mrs. Dweck. Oh, I'm sorry for my new dad. My name is Natalie Dweck. I'm the building principal here. Thank you, sir, for reminding me. Sorry. So I'm going to present our Honorable Mayor Thomas. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Principal Dweck, and thank you, Dad, for being here. I'm Richard Thomas, Mayor of Mount Vernon, son of Mount Vernon, born and raised here in Mount Vernon, went to school with some of you here in the room, grew up with many of you, and just know that your concerns are my concerns. My son goes to school in the Mount Vernon School District. My daughter is following closely behind him. And we all want the same thing. We all working hard because we want our kids, our children, to have a future. So where I come from is the same place that you come from, a place of love and hard work. So it's hard work raising kids, especially today with the internet and all these things out there that can make things complicated. But I just want you to know that we're doing everything we can to help the schools thrive. Whatever they're doing during the day, we want to make sure that our youth bureau, our recreation department, whatever else we can do to help extend that day of learning, we want to be there to do that. So you'll see some handouts in the back of the room that talk about the programs we have after school. You can see that we have transportation connected to it. So if there's a program at a different school, we'll help get your child to another location. And more importantly, we're doing things with all the businesses here in town to help them discover that there are more possibilities with working outside of what they learn in school. For example, we have a lot of engineering companies, construction companies. We have some other businesses that are offering classes to help us bridge gaps. And we look forward to continuing this partnership with the PTA, the schools, so that we have this network connected to help our kids learn more and just be more. But I do want to add that we have a few things that I hope you find useful. There's some offers that we put out from schools. I know the principals are excited, the PTA is excited about the city taking a bigger role in investing around the schools, fixing the parks, fixing some of the outdoor things that, you know what, can help our kids have a better experience. So you should know that we have a lot of plans to fix the traffic lights in this area, change the street lights throughout the city. All these things are going to be happening because we all believe that our kids must be safe when they leave this building, and they must be going to places and things that are going to help them move forward. So as mayor, as a fellow father, as someone that wants to see our children do better, I just want you to know that's where I'm coming from. And before I started talking, I was talking to Brother Arthur Muhammad, who's someone that I came across when I was in middle school. And I always remind him about the role that his presence played in someone like me growing up. Because when you get to 6th, 7th, 8th grade, sometimes you go left, you go right, but there are people like Brother Muhammad who are still here in the school district that are making a difference by being present. And we know the statistics today about fathers, dads, disappearing from homes because of an unfair system. We need you to remain strong and firm and present, very similar to Brother Arthur Muhammad, who will be here and around the school district as he runs the My Brother's Keeper program, but also in partnership with one of my colleagues and friends, Shane Brooks, who's on his way here. But I just want to just give the example, just bring it full circle. Seeing Brother Arthur Muhammad, a young African-American man, married when I was in 7th grade, 8th grade was a big deal. Because growing up and seeing some of the impacts that our community has on families, be it the afflictions that are outside these walls, knowing that there's a place where there are proud people that can make sure that we get extra encouragement to our kids is a big deal. So I just always have to thank him for the positive, being a role model, because it definitely worked with me. And I hope that everything that we do, from offering soccer, creating basketball leagues, video game leagues, drone racing leagues, offering technology for after-school programs, not just for the high school kids, but all kids, working to build and open up a teen center later this year or early next. These are all things that we're doing to make sure that our kids have something to do. And everything we hear about, is our kids have nothing to do. But that's changing. And it's not perfect, but it's good progress. And I hope you all take advantage of the resources that are available from the after-school programs to help us achieve the vision of a better city and a better school district in partnership. So again, I just want to say thank you all for being here, being present, being a role model, and I look forward to being a credit to the process of making things better here at Parker and throughout the city. So thank you all. If you have any questions, I'll stick around for a few minutes, but I definitely want to thank you all for taking time off of work to be here and be present to make sure that our kids do better. Thank you, everybody.
I want to say this. Mayor Thomas, now for him to run the city of Mount Vernon, that's got to be an awesome task. When I sit down at the end of the day with just this school building, I have to just count to 10. When I get the last child out that door, sometimes it's 3:30, sometimes it's 4 o'clock, I have to just breathe. I can't imagine having the entire city on my shoulders. But everything I invite Mayor Thomas to at Parker School, he shows up. Every time. He's a friend. He's not just the mayor. He's not just a Mount Vernonite. He's a friend to Parker every time. And I thank you for that, because I know.
Last thing is pumpkin blaze. I just got to point out, because the pumpkin blaze, we have a big pumpkin carving, fest coming up, and that's what it's about. It's about our kids having great experiences and being a friend. And that's that family connectedness that I feel, because I grew up not too far away from here. I get it. I understand it. And I struggle, like many of you, getting your kids up in the morning. And I just got to thank Principal Dweck for inviting me, because, it's a big deal to be a part of a bigger family. And I just want to make sure you know that I'm going to remain, part of this family here at Parker. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of it. So right here to my left is our Commissioner of Public Works, Mark Ederer. He joined me this morning. We were moving around, taking a look at all the spots that flooded. So we have to go around town and take a look at some of the situations that have evolved. But if you have any things that need to be fixed, I don't care if it's a pothole, if it's a sidewalk that ain't right, whatever it is. Just make sure you connect with Corey, who's here now. Shane Brooks is on his way. We'd love to get your information, add you to our priority list, and get it done. That's basically it. We work for you, and we just want to make sure that whatever problems you see, we get addressed. But I will say, and I will end on this is very important. In the wintertime, it snows. And I was listening to the crossing guards a couple weeks ago about what they need. So I put in a request in the budget to acquire about 40 snow blowers dedicated to the crossing guards only. This way, you don't have to worry about when the plow truck comes around and pushes the snow and blocks the crossing for the kids and the parents that are trying to bring their kids to school. So I challenge the crossing guards to identify people that live near the schools that can help operate these snow blowers on a per diem basis to help us. I don't have enough staff members to do that. So if there's somebody in this room or someone that's around town that's more than willing to be available to help move snow with one of these snow blowers, we want you to sign up and work with the crossing guards because we want it to be safe for everybody. So just know that that request will be coming back in the next couple of weeks in a different form, and just stay on the lookout for that invitation to meet and talk about how we can keep these crossing sections clean and clear of snow as the winter approaches us. So I already saw a hand, so let's go. All right, so it's coming. So I just want to make sure you know that we're doing everything we can to make it more convenient. So thank you.
So I want to introduce our awesome, phenomenal superintendent of schools, Dr. Kenneth Hamilton. We are so happy to see you today as well. Now, he doesn't run the city like Mayor Thomas, but Mount Vernon City School District,
that's
let me
right.
tell you.
That's my partner right there.
That's might as well be a city. So we always thank him when he finds time to come join us.
This is the man right here, so I'm following his lead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to see so many dads out. It's a crazy day in the district today. We've got buildings that are flooded and classrooms that can't be used, so we're running all over the place. But I wanted to make sure that I came by and said to you, first of all, thank you for being here. I don't think it's any secret how important it is for our dads to be present in our children's lives and to continue to dispel the myths that the media would have us to believe that there are more men in jail than there are in colleges. That is not true. The fact of the matter is there are more men out there doing positive things than the media would have us to believe. Your presence here is an example of one of those statistics that defy the odds. So I do want to say to you, while I have your attention, that it's really important for us to continue to challenge those myths and dispel those rumors about our presence and the roles that we play in our children's lives. Whether you are with mom or not, your role is so important. And when we talk to children who are having challenges, almost always it's about, I need to connect with my dad, or I need a relationship with my dad. So I encourage you to continue, in spite of the odds and obstacles that you may face, to be present in your children's lives. Continue to do what you can in whatever way you can to make sure your children know that you are part of this process. From an educational perspective, dads have a greater impact on how well children achieve than their moms do. And the reason for that is because our children want to emulate that dominant figure in their lives, which is almost always going to be dad. So I'm not going to preach to you this morning, but I wanted to just share some knowledge with you about a lot of the things that the media puts out about men and fathers, particularly black fathers, that is not true. And our presence and our unity helps us to challenge those statistics. So that's all I'm going to say. Have a great day. Enjoy your time with your children today. And again, thank you so much for being here.
I'm sorry. sorry. No problem.
I want to introduce Brother Arthur Muhammad, who, again, another Mount Vernon Knight community member who is invested in this community. His family resides here. His children went through our school system. He has committed himself to uplifting our young boys as they develop into young men. He is part of the My Brother's Keeper initiative, and he's going to be working with Parker as part of that assignment. So as you're enjoying your breakfast, Brother Muhammad is going to come forward with some positive words.
First of all, let me say peace to everybody.
Peace.
When I count to three, everybody say peace. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Peace.
Peace stands for positive education, always causes elevation. I'm going to say that one more time, and on the third time, I would like for your brothers to spit that back to me. Peace stands for positive education, always causes elevation. What does peace stand for?
Positive education always causes. Yeah.
Again, my name is Brother Arthur Muhammad, born and raised in Mount Vernon, New York, 2 blocks from here on 3rd Avenue. I went to Longfellow. I have 4 daughters, 3 of them are in college, 1 has graduated from college. Y'all may have heard of my wife, Judge Nichelle Johnson, over at the courthouse.
What you mean?
When you cut me, I bleed burgundy and gold. So if you love Mount Vernon, one hand in the air.
Sir.
All right. Brothers, what I want to do with you, if possible, and I know that I'm competing with that food, I'm going to ask you brothers to take a father's pledge.
Dad doing it?
I'm blessed to travel and speak throughout the state of New York and working with our people, but today I'm working with Parker. And Parker is a real school with real issues, with real people, and you don't realize on a rainy day, not only did you take your children to school, but you stayed for the program, and to me, that's worthy of a round of applause. Clap it up, y'all. So we're gonna do this pledge together. I need you to respond loud, and I need you to respond strong. As a father, that's why I want y'all to repeat it. As a father. Okay, that was a New Rochelle, Eastchester, White Plains. As a father. This is Mount Vernon. Everything we do strong. Is that right?
Right.
All right. Repeat after me. As a father. I pledge to show my child. How everything in life has a purpose. As a father, I pledge to show my child that all men are created equal. As a father, I pledge to show my child the importance of family. I know y'all eating, man, but this is important, man. So trust me, it'll be 3 minutes, and then y'all can go back to your meal, all right? Number 4, as a father, I pledge to support my child in their academics and help them reach new heights beyond their dreams. As a father, I pledge to show my child the right path when they begin to head down the wrong path. As a father, I pledge to constantly tell my children how much I love them, regardless to how old they get. As a father, I pledge to demonstrate to my child that all superheroes don't wear capes, masks, or color uniforms. I am the superhero. Say it like you mean it. I am the superhero. See, let me tell you something. Being a father is better than being a boss. Being a father is better than being a mayor. Being a father is better than being a president. Being a father is better than being a CEO. Wear that title proud, you heard? I am the superhero. I am the superhero. As a father, I pledge to show my child to stand up for what they believe in. Even when they got to stand up by themselves. As a father, I plan to show my child to always be charitable. As a father, I pledge to show my child that they have to represent the family's name. As a father, I pledge to teach my child the importance of community. As a father, I pledge to show my child that one day that they will become old. So always respect the elders. 3 more, y'all. As a father, I pledge to take my daughter out on occasional dates so she can fully understand her value and make wise decisions when she chooses a mate. As a father, I pledge to teach my son that every woman they encounter is someone else's mother, sister, aunt, daughter, grandmother. So respect all women. And lastly, as a father, I pledge to always be there for my family. No matter how dire the straits. If you agree with that, brother, say true, true. Let me just say this. In this pledge, which is beautiful, and if you want a copy, I'll email it to you. The common thread is, as a father, I want to show my child. I want to demonstrate to my child. I want to teach my child. So that means as fathers, we have to have a certain amount of knowledge. As fathers, we got to analyze ourselves. And if we're asking our children to be something, then we got to be a product of what we want them to be. We cannot send mixed messages to our children. We cannot say, do as I say, not as I do, because in order to see something, in order to be something, you must first see something. So if they see their father, if they see their mother doing things and they love you, they want to imitate you. They want to emulate you. Is that right or wrong? Right. So I'm saying to us, the biggest room in the house is the room for improvement. If we analyze ourselves, if we examine ourselves and be true to ourselves and correct the things that's not right, or at least do not do certain things and say certain things in front of our children, it will increase the respect and the example that you put forth towards your child. And I do that as well as myself. And even though my daughters are older, I always want to be the best example. And as Snoop Dogg say, I want to be living my best life because our children are the best. So I thank you, brothers, for listening. Thank you for holding off on your breakfast. Continue. I'll be in the school. I'm going to be working with the young men in particular because I think that by the grace of God, He has blessed me to have the love. And you can't serve the people if you don't love the people. I'm going to say that again because that's powerful. You can't serve the people if you don't love the people. And I love my community, and I don't love what I see from a generation that's a couple of years younger than me. It seemed like, man, we took the Dipset and the Locks to heart, and we just thug, and our community is greater than thugs. We don't need no more thugs. We need more doctors. We need more lawyers. We need more judges. We don't need more janitors. We need more managers. Are y'all with me? Yes, so that's why I'm here. I love y'all, brothers. Continue. Give yourselves a round of applause. Peace.
I was almost ready to start passing the plate. After that, I was like, I'm going to be able to get an offer that I didn't know. But thank you, Brother Muhammad, so much for those positive words. If anyone, like I said, there's plenty, so if anybody wants a refill or anything, please just help yourself. There's a sign-in sheet going around, Dads. I really need you to sign in, please. If you have not done so, please grab one of those sign-in sheets so that we know that you were here today. You will have an opportunity to visit your child in their classroom if you would like when we're done. I want to introduce Mr. Wayne Woodbury, another product of our community. The wonderful thing is that our community partners are people that grew up in this community, know this community, and committed themselves to uplifting this community. And Mr. Woodbury is one of those men. He understands that you cannot exist in a bubble. We have to make sure that we reach out, reach down, and we pull up the next one. And that's what Mr. Woodbury is doing through his Step Up program here at Parker School. Mr. Woodbury?
Good morning, sir. I'm from Mount Vernon. I graduated from this building, and one of the jokes is this was not here when I graduated. This was a playground that we played on when I came here, and one of the jokes that the kids always look at laugh is, I was 6'2" when I was in this school and graduated in the 6th grade. I am now 6'2". I stopped growing in the 6th grade, and I watched all my friends, Rocky McCray, Scoop McCray, all those guys go pro and play basketball, because I thought back in those days, 6'2", if you were short, you couldn't play basketball unless you was Ray Williams and the Williams brothers. So these guys, they look at me and they go, Mr. Blueberry, are you serious? You was actually 6'2" in the 6th grade. I was actually 6'2" in the 6th grade. I was the 5th tallest kid in the school district. All right, up until the high school. All right, and we do that. But my program is the Step Up program. It is a program throughout the entire school district. I'm in all 13 buildings by myself. All right, we do a lot of stuff, and each school district is different. When I'm in the high school, we're working with the young men, trying to be positive, but Mrs. The principal here has thought that prevention is way better than trying to heal something instead of before it gets there. So what we do here is we teach these young men the value of themselves, how to love themselves, how to respect themselves, how to have a thought pattern for the future. So if you pick up this program, you'll see I'm here Mondays and Fridays from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and sometimes I'm here a little bit after that and things like that. But the most important part about it is I want to say thank you to you dads for being here. I am also a dad. I'm what they used to call a pop-up dad. I used to show up in my daughter's school every day, unannounced, every time they could. And you know what? Your child get a better education because the teacher don't know when you're coming in that room. The principal don't know when you're walking in there. Your child gets a better education, especially when dad walks in. When dad walks in and he sits in the back of the classroom, I'm the wrestling coach. I used to be the wrestling coach at the high school, and I used to sit in the back of my wrestling room. They would come in, teacher say they doing something, I'll be sitting in there. How come you late, bro? I don't know. You owe me 500. Practice time come, you owe me 500 jumping jack just for being late for class. Because you gotta have a future. And we have to teach our young men about being a future. I respect what Brother Arthur was saying and what he does. We work very much together. But our young men need to know that there is a future. They need to know that they can be whatever they want to be. Yes, we're from Mount Vernon. Everybody got to bounce the basketball. That's just a given. You're from Mount Vernon. But there's a whole lot of us that didn't want to bounce that basketball. I didn't want to bounce the basketball. I wanted to be a writer. I wrote 21 books. And that's an amazing thing. Because, we look at it that way. Yeah, I played basketball because you played in 4th Street, you played in Harley Park, you played those things. But we teach these young men that whatever it is on the inside of you that you want to be a teacher, man, go be a teacher. There's nothing wrong with being a teacher. You want to be a principal, be a principal. My daughter right now, man, me and her fighting left and right. She wants to be a principal, but she doesn't understand the education that she has to go through to be a principal. And I tell her, no, I'll pay your bills. You just keep going to school, all right, until it's time to be your principal. And every now and then I have to remind her, no, I'm paying bills. You just keep going to school. She's only 2 classes away from being what she wants to be. But we fighting through this because it discourages us. Our young men, Mr. Woodbury, I'm too short to play basketball. But be something else. Be a coach, be a manager, be an agent. How many people understand? You tell these young men, because we talk about working. LeBron James signs $1 million contract, $100 million contract. There's a guy called an agent that get 15% of that. Get 15% of it. You ain't got to pay. Be behind the scenes. Be behind the scenes making a whole lot of money. Be a lawyer. Be the doctor. Making a whole lot of money. I know the upfront guy is the person to be. It is the person to be, the upfront guy. But it's behind the scene. There are so many things that me and Brother Arthur have done together, keeping young men out of jails. Keeping young men, we've done it. Behind the scenes. Brother Arthur and I, we've had lunch and breakfast and dinner with every gang in the community. They will come into our office. We've done those things. Some we helped, some we saved, some we didn't. But we let them know that it was there. But dads, you are so important. You are so important to your son. You're extremely important to your daughters. And as I close, my last son, my oldest, my baby boy, he's 24 years old. He missed the Olympics by 2 seconds. He went to Pittsburgh. He missed the Olympics by 2 seconds. Nike called me up. Mr. Woodbury, we'll fly you out there if you do this. He missed it by 2 seconds. Daddy, you disappointed? Not at all. Not at all. How many people can say they missed the Olympics by 2 seconds? Running track. 6'6", busted his knee, couldn't play basketball no more. Started running track. 2 seconds, full scholarship, didn't have to pay a dime. Got to graduate from Pittsburgh University. But these are the things that we have to let our children know. And as we conclude, and I want to do this, as we conclude, I also is going to go back to the beginning. Dad, come on, pop up, Dad. Find out who your teacher is. Who's your son? Who's your daughter's teacher? I just want to sit in the back for a couple of minutes. I want to see how he's acting. Because you know, it'll also change his behavior. It'll also change their behavior. I don't know when my dad is coming in. I don't know when he's going to show up, so I might as well behave myself. I know the principal would love to see that. Yeah, I don't know. Don't even tell him. Many times I would tell my daughter, what are you doing? I'm going to work. Okay, turn the car back around. Boom. Dad, what are you doing? You said you was going to work. Why are you late for class? Me and you can talk about this when we get home. It changes. It's a step-up program. It's a program. Some of these guys are too young. We give out jobs. We give out $1,300 jobs in the summertime. $1,300. As I finished, I gave 3 young men $1,300. Every day, at the end of the day, they would come in my office and fall asleep. My boss spoiled this. He said, Mr. Ware, they can't do this. I said, yes, they can. Just close the door and you can't see them. They said, Mr. Ware, work is hard. I said, yeah, now you know what your dad got to do in the morning. It's not easy being a dad. It's not easy. They thought $1,300 was just going to come out their pockets. But they had to go to work. And they had nothing to do but go on the playground. We have to teach them life is real. And that's what the Step Up program is about. I thank the principal for allowing me to come in here. I'm very proud that you fathers from, I'm going to call it Cecil Parker for 1 minute, but for coming to see Nathan Head. Yeah. Nathan Head. All right? Have a great one.
I just want to introduce one of our other important members. Ms. Jenkins, can you just come forward? This is our parent liaison. This is the person who tries to connect with you as much as possible. She's the parent liaison for Parker School and Traphagen Elementary. So you can Wednesday, Thursday. She's here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you have a concern that you feel you need to share with the parent liaison or someone at the PTA, you just need to let the main office know. Sometimes you don't know how to navigate the different systems and you just need someone to give you some advice or just to connect you to the right person, a referral, whatever it might be. Because like Mr. Woodbury just said, life is real. Life is hard. Nobody said this was going to be easy, but this is what it is. And you can't do it by yourself, and you shouldn't have to. When you have a question, when you have a need, reach out. So Ms. Jenkins is here. She has an office. And if you get a chance, you need to see our Parent Resource Center. Our, meaning it really belongs to you. It's your Parent Resource Center. If you need a computer, if you need someone to sit down with, make some phone calls, guide you in the right direction, come here to the Parent Resource Center. That's available for you. That's no one else's place. Parent liaison, the PTA, and you. So please take advantage of it.
Good morning, dads. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming out on this rainy morning. I just wanted to introduce myself really quickly. I'm Ms. Jenkins, the parent liaison. And like Mr. Beck said, the Family Resource Center is for you. So if you need to search for jobs or fill out applications or whatever you need resources, extra resources, and you don't know where to get them, you can always come and see me in the Family Resource Center. Also this year, we are really looking to increase our volunteers. We need history readers. If you want to join the PTA, it doesn't have to be on the PTA level. If you want to just come in and read a book every now and again to your child's class, you're welcome.
Mr. Wetton, I just wanted to say to let you
two outstanding community guys that I know of. And that's Brother Rob right here, who's going to be a powerful brother. Akil, raise your hand. Akil, raise your hand. I'll put you on blast as one of those community people that will help our parent resource officer and our principal whenever we need community objectives. So make sure you get a chance to know them. And I might not, and there might be more. I just don't know, what you do. But I just wanted to get them two brothers a shout out.
Just for the record, my office is on the 3rd floor, youth bureau in the City Hall. I'm normally not there until 12 o'clock. I'm just running around in the schools. It's 3rd floor, so if you have an older son, 14 and up, 14 to 21 is looking for a job, first of all, we're hiring this week. All right, so you can come and see me.
Shane.
We have Mr. Shane Brooks. I want to say the assistant to our mayor who was here moments ago. Welcome, Mr. Brooks.
I'm the assistant to the mayor. I'm also the counterpart to Brother Muhammad, or my brother's keeper. I'm the director of community outreach. I also help find jobs. I do a whole lot. I'm the mayor's go-to guy when it comes to the community. So if you need any information, any type of forms, anything, just reach out to me. I'll leave my card. Be here today.
Thank you, Mr. Darcy. I want to just let you know a couple of things. Last night when we had our meet and greet, I shared this with the parents who were in attendance. I need you to know. You know that the climate in our society is changing. It has changed. You're all aware that there are many different things that happen in our schools, and we have to have safeguards in place. And what Dr. Hamilton has done now is put scanning machines at the elementary level. We need everyone that walks into our building as a visitor, that you must come in with some photo ID so that you can be scanned in and you'll have your badge. We have to make sure that our children are safe at all times. And I know that's what you expect us to do. So I'm not saying anything that's unreasonable when I say show your ID, because I'm sure you want to make sure that you know who's in your child's building from day to day. So please, when the security officers at the front, when they ask you for photo ID, understand that they are following directives. They are taking measures to keep our children safe. So when you come to the school, please make sure that you do have photo ID with you so that they'll be able to scan you in. The other thing is that at 2:45, I begin dismissal. That means that I don't allow anyone else in my building because we have children walking through the building to different dismissal spots. And when I have my children in the hallways, just walking, I need to know who's in the building. It's very easy for people to walk in and really just mesh with the crowd. And when you're little, when you're in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, you will follow whatever big person is in front of you. They will. Their teacher's tall, and they follow their teacher. At dismissal time, if some adult comes up to them, it takes but a second for them to follow them out another door. So I don't allow anyone to come in the building during that time when all the children are walking around the building, getting to their bus, going to the auditorium, coming to the office. That's how I make sure that I know who's in the building and I know that my children are safe. And I just need your cooperation with that. Sometimes it can be a hassle. Some will come to the door and say, I have an appointment, it's 5 to 3, I need my child. I'm not going to open the door because my children are walking around the building. So please, I let you know this in advance so that you plan accordingly. You need to pick up your child, not a problem. Call the office. I'm going to be there at 2:45. We will have your child ready with their books. Security will walk them to the door. But I need you to support us. When we take these preventive measures to keep our children safe, we need the support of everyone. Our 6th and 7th grade students starting tomorrow are going to be scanning in at this door right here. When they scan in, it lets the parents know they're in school, they arrived on time. They come in, they have breakfast, they go to class. Different from our lower grades. Any questions about the scanning in the main lobby or the scanning in here? Okay, so I appreciate your cooperation with that. I want, again, just to make sure that everyone, if you please sign in. I'm going to collect the sheets. Please make sure that you do that. And I have no problem with you if you want to take anything with you on your way out. Also, please make sure that if you're visiting your child that you do have a badge so that our security monitors know. We have ambassadors around the school. You don't know where your child's class is, please just ask. Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you for coming.